Hi, everyone. This is New to the Street, the Secure segment, the weekly hack with Alain Ghiai. Alain's with Globex Data, the leader in Swift-hosted private and secure communications and data management. Welcome back, Alain.
Thanks, Anna. Happy to be here. Hi, everyone.
All right, everyone's a little terrified of what's happening in Russia right now and the possibility of getting hacked from a business standpoint, because we know that big tech can be hacked and they are very vulnerable, but also from a consumer and individual standpoint. What can I start to do right now to make sure that my information, my data is private and secure?
Sure. So as a consumer or a small business, as a matter of fact, first of all, reduce your footprint on social media. I always say that because it's basically polluting everything and giving the hackers as much information as you can about your life, what you do, who you email, what kind of work you do, where you bank, etc. So that's the first thing. Then the other basic ones is do not use public Wi-Fi because they are going to be compromised. So use your regular cell phone. You know, you have your hotspot, exactly. Mm-hmm. Use that. Use your 5G or 4G connection if you need to when you browse on the phone, and instead of using Wi-Fi. So because sometimes you see a lot of people in cafes and then they use the cafe Wi-Fi. You might as well use hotspot. The other thing is change your passwords. I mean, probably most of you haven't changed your password in years. Use a password manager if you can. I would offer ours, but ours comes with our Secure Street solution, which is $50 a month. I mean, if you're a family or a business and you have documents to upload and store in our private storage in Switzerland, as opposed to the big tech out there that's being hacked all the time and data mines your content as well, especially. That's why the security is low. If you have a need for that, it comes with an email and a password manager. Then go to securestreet.com and you can do that. But if you're a regular customer or consumer, go and get a good password manager. You're going to pay your $7, $9 a month, and then it generates passwords for you. That's really important because you can't create complex passwords for 50 different things. The password needs to be like all sorts of weird letters and long, etc. So that's one thing. And then when you communicate using your email, when you have sensitive information, and sensitive doesn't mean like, James Bond. It could be anything like your medical record. You're sending $20 to your kid, or you're sending your tax returns. That's pretty sensitive, I would say. Mm-hmm. Don't use a free service. Don't use anything from big tech that data mines every content, because that essentially gets exposed. So that's where we come in, for example, with Secure Mail for $7 a month as a consumer, or $10 a month as a business. You get 100 gig, and you can use the Secure Send function to send anything to your accountant, lawyers, doctors, etc., and they can reply back using Secure Reply without this whole information being on the open net. If you use a messenger, our messenger doesn't ask for your phone number. I just got a text today. I get them once in a while. I use T-Mobile, which has been hacked like most US telcos. And it's like, city management, your account access has been frozen, blah, 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 for your card. Click here.
That's a trick.
I get those, and you were telling me you get a bunch of Norton antivirus, and those are going to be more and more. A, it's tax season. B, the Russians are hacking, right? Mm-hmm. As President Biden said, every business needs to kind of step it up and, tighten the seals a little bit and protect themselves, because it's not just the big infrastructure. SMBs are big targets, and they're vulnerable because they don't have the money for these fancy IT companies and having somebody on board at, exorbitant salaries to run their IT. These people are barely making it. They're just trying to make a nice little business and make a living. And then when they get hacked, it's, their entire data is gone and they have to shut down. So is it worth $7, $10, $15 a month? In my view, yes. Do not use those free messaging application or SMS text for anything related to business or personal thing that has to do with medical or finance. If you want to send a photo of your whatever, your soccer team, or you want to have a photo of your kid, that's one thing. I would even debate that's not good to do because that's hacked and deployed in other countries for free. But if you have anything financial, medical, legal, do not use those free chat application. The reason is because if they haven't been hacked, that time, they will be hacked. They're hacked all the time. There's articles nonstop. And when there's a alert about hack infrastructure and systems, etc., these are part of it too. So when they hack you and they get your phone number, they also get into all of your contacts and their contacts. It's like a virus, essentially. Whereas Secure Messenger, as you may know, to get a contact to come in, they have to request, you have to approve them, they need a secure number, will never require your phone number. So if you want to chat between each other, you buy Secure Messenger for $5 a month. If you want to chat with someone who doesn't have Secure Messenger, you can go into your application and click chat by invite using a phone book, and then you pick okay, and you're going to send a text to whatever, Jane gets it and chats with you, and then you terminate the conversation and it's gone for good. So that's a pretty amazing tool, because now we're able to tell people, listen, we know we're not as big as WhatsApp, right? Obviously. But you do want to protect yourself and your recipient. So now you can text them and say, hey, click here to chat with me. It's free for them. They don't need to download our application or buy the service. And I mentioned our product specifically because we really feel we're truly the only ones out there that hasn't used open source. We don't host on big tech. We're not vulnerable like that. Everybody's vulnerable, but we are a heck of a lot less vulnerable than most companies that have so many integration with so many things. And that's another thing that creates all these weakness. Integrating with everything and anything, that's not good. Plus, we're hosted in Switzerland in multiple locations now, so that gives you that privacy. So watch out, change your password, use an email like ours for serious stuff that has to do with finance, medical, legal. Don't use these free applications to put your contracts and your real estate transactions or whatever you do. That's very dangerous.
Well, and we're all susceptible to this right now, and I think it's only going to get worse. So privacy is going to be the major theme from 2022 onward, and you're the right business, and congratulations on uplisting. So things are looking good for you, and thank you again for these tips that anyone can use, and we need to start implementing these tips and get on board with Secure. It's super user-friendly, and it's great technology that you're providing for us. So thank you for joining us again on New to the Street, Alain.
Thanks, Anna. Thanks, everyone, for watching. See you next week.